Hello again. So I hope you're up for this one. It's an abdo challenge, so abdominal exercise challenge. It's a 10-minute workout and each exercise is going to be performed for 1 minute. This is going to really challenge the lumbopelvic area, and in some cases it might challenge that neck. So I would recommend that anyone with acute back pain or any disc issues or any instability in that neck, it's probably not going to be the best workshop for you, but it's something perhaps we can work towards, so don't give up. So I'm going to start off in our supine position. Each exercise is going to be performed for 1 minute, so we're going to set ourselves up. I've got my timer and I'll let you change the exercise when that timer has gone. Alright, so we're starting off in our neutral position, finding a nice long neck, pelvis in neutral there, soft at the ribs. We're going to start with abdo prep, and we're going to start that minute right now. So lengthening that neck, sliding the shoulder blades down, and we're just coming up. Breathe out as you come off the floor, thinking about those tummy muscles, drawing down through that belly button. Engage in that neutral position. Relax through the shoulders, breathe out as you come up. Concentrating all the way through just to keep that neutral position there. Postural setup. It's not a race to that minute, so I want you just to work control, taking into consideration those breaths, breathing out as you come up. Our next exercise is going to be oblique prep, and we're going to pop both those hands behind the head to alternate that oblique prep. Nearly there. And we're going to change. Both hands behind the head. Oh. And we're going to come up and rotate. So we're just rolling over to the side there, lifting that shoulder off the ground to the side, thinking about those ribs staying soft. Don't worry so much about how far you're going, you want to keep that control. Bringing those ribs over, shoulder comes off the floor. Our next exercise is going to be our one leg stretch. Into our level 4 or 5, I'll demonstrate both. Coming to the end with this one now. Okay, pop that head down. Float one leg up into tabletop. Take that breath in, breath out as you float the other leg up into tabletop. So we're going to do our one leg stretch. So one leg stretch is out there. We're going to swap those hands over. So as that leg lengthens, you're going to pop that hand across there. Come up into your abdo prep position. Switch. Keeping those tummy muscles down. So watching the doming, watch the shoulders. They stay nice and relaxed. Keep going. If you're getting tired through that neck at this point, you can bring that head down. I'm going to demonstrate the one leg stretch. Coming back up again, so you can do little rests in between. Float those legs, head down, one foot down, and then the other foot down. Our next exercise is going to be our double leg stretch. Float one leg up into tabletop, breath in, breath out. And we're going to come up into our abdo prep, and we're going to take one arm back in. So you can either stay in that abdo prep position, so this this is level 4. Level 5, I'm going to pop my head down to start with, of both legs out. That's level 5. Coming up into that table, into that abdo prep, that's the full level 5. I'm going to pop my head down. Watching the lumbar spine there, we want to really think about keeping that neutral position of the spine. Float one leg down and then the other leg down. Our next exercise is going to be hundreds. Float that left leg up into tabletop. Breath out, float the other leg up into tabletop. Keeping those ribs down, come up into your abdo prep. Hundreds, zip those knees together. Breath in, breath out. Watch the shoulders. If your neck gets tired, you can bring your head down. Coming up into that abdo prep, you really want to hold that position through the tummy. Watch that neck so you're still keeping the head in that position. Breath in, breath out. A little bit of respite now. We're going to do some shoulder bridges. So we're going to pop those feet a bit closer. We're going to come up and just really stretch those hips out. Sink down through the ribs first, roll back into your neutral position. Breath in, breath out, come up. Breath in, breath out, coming down through the ribs first, into the floor. And again. A little bit of hip twist. We're just going to bring those knees side to side, just stretching that back out a little bit. Take the head to the opposite direction. After this one, we're going to go off into our scissors level 2. Keeping those ribs soft. Okay, let's get ready. We're going to float that left leg right leg into tabletop. Breath out as you float the other. Breath in, breath out. Tap down with the foot. Breath in. Watching the doming of those tummy muscles. Shoulders stay relaxed. And you're keeping that neutral position through that pelvis. All these exercises are really challenging that lumbar spine and the pelvis, seeing if you can control there, and we're working off the ground, so we're taking away all that stability. Our next exercise is still going to be scissors, and we're going to do our scissors level 5 or 4. Breath into tabletop, breath out. Rest one foot down and then the other foot down. Our next one is going to be our scissors level 4. So we're going to float that right leg or left leg into tabletop. Breath out. Take a breath in, breath out, bring that foot down. And then we're going to swap. This time as you're swapping, we're doing 2 leg circles with the breath in and breath out. Breath in, breath out. If you want to add an extra challenge, slide those hands towards the feet, and we're going to keep in that abdo prep position. We're nearly there. This is our last exercise. Float that foot down. sorry, this isn't our last exercise. Over onto your front now. We're going to do our leg pull and prone. Last one, just to change up from that position. Toes in underneath you, breath in to prepare, breath out. We're going to lift off the ground, hover. Breath in, breath out. Come down. We're going to try and stay up for an extra breath cycle. Breath in, breath out. Breath in and breath out. One more breath cycle. Breath in, breath out, and come down. And again, ready for it? Breath in, breath out, hover. So keep that position, take a breath in, breath out, hold, and come down. Excellent. Let's just sit back for a second there into that child's pose. And slide one leg forward and bring the other leg back just to stretch out those hips that have been working so hard in that supine position. Lovely, and swapping over there. So doing this, provided you're able to keep those positions, doing this a couple of times a week, really going to make those tummy muscles nice and strong. Like I said, always pay attention to your postural setup. So all the way through these exercises, if you're losing your postural set, just take that little rest during that minute and carry on. Build up to it. That's the main thing, is to work towards the end goal there. All right? And that's my time up. Enjoy.